Hey girly cats, it's Natalia. How was your day today? Leave me a comment, let me know. Um, this video is gonna be about recruitment at UCF. For sororities, of course, because just wanted to talk about it. That was one of the things I wanted to make a video for. Um, let's get started. Okay. So I came here, my first semester here was summer B, because that's what my when I was admitted to UCF, it was on the terms that I came here on summer B in these like tents, and they were called rogamas. Rogamas are basically people who had disaffiliated from their sorority just to get people to go through recruitment, and then when you're in recruitment, you're in a group of girls called your rogam group, and one of them is like in charge of you to the rogamas. So when I saw them in a tent, I went up to them and was like, oh, hi, my name's Natalia, and I was very interested in going through recruitment because I wanted to have a family here. I did move from Miami, so all my family's in Miami. I have no family in Orlando. I have no friends here because Summer B was actually showed me that I didn't really have friends. So I was just talking to them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Rho Gamma. I disaffiliated. I'm not allowed to tell you the sorority I disaffiliated from, but I can definitely tell you that recruitment was one of the best things for me." And I was like, "Oh, a lot of people say that. I want to do it." So they told me that. So for recruitment, you go to the Panhellenic page because I was recruiting for Panhellenic. Is the ones you see on TV, the social ones. So I just had to pay a registration fee because you are getting, I think we did get fed one of the times. And when we get shirts, like recruitment shirts, let me just stay right registered for Panhellenic, and it tells you I registered, and yeah, I registered during summer B. That was kind of it for summer B. Some things you should bring for recruitment, because this is something I wish I knew when I went through recruitment. Okay, so you know how I said my mom dropped me off here on Sunday. So she stayed here for a couple days, and then she went home to Miami. I don't have a car. That was something I probably should have said. I don't have a car, so I can't really leave UCF. So whatever isn't sold on grounds, I don't have it. So something you should definitely buy for recruitment are those fans, like a portable fan, something so that you have, because I wish I had that during recruitment. There were so many girls with it. I was like, girl, how did you know about that fan? The beginning is actually that Sunday at night. You go to the student union, you find your Rogam group, they talk about what's going to go on. They kind of tell you, hey, this is what you got to wear. You should actually look at the website to know what to wear, because you do need it ahead of time. They do tell you the first 2 days they provide you with shirts that you just have to buy shorts for, and maybe some nice sandals, some nice shoes. I basically wore shoes because we are outside all day. Basically outside all day, visiting all these houses. Those are the first 2 days, and then the other days it kind of drops into more things, like it separates, whatever. So you find your Rogam group. First house I saw was AE Phi, which is Alpha Epsilon Phi. Lovely ladies. I love all of the houses. I wish I really could have been the sister of all of them. We're pan sisters now. But I loved everyone. Like, I wish I could have just taken them all in. But AE Phi, I was really nervous. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, what am I going to talk about? Oh my gosh. Am I even going to find someone to talk to? Because I thought maybe you had to find someone. The thing about recruitment is that there's a girl for you. And they opened the doors, they chanted, it was awesome. I was like, oh my god, this is like everything I've seen, and you're doing it in front of me. That's awesome. So yeah, you walk in, you talk to them. Something about recruitment is you're going to notice that the music is blaring, and there's 100 girls talking in this one house. It's echoing everywhere, so you're going to really have to get close to your person and just like listen to what she's saying and then talk, because you just don't want to be like, they want to listen to you, they want to hear you, because this is a value-based recruitment. They want to make sure your values line up with their values. Okay, so when you leave, they're like, oh my gosh, it's time to go. So something signals to them, I don't know yet, something signals them that it's time to go. So they all walk us out, and we basically had to write on our journals what you liked about them, what was most interesting, what are their values. Did you get to talk about their values? Would you mind coming to their house again? Something happens in every house. You line up and there's always someone to talk to you. Sometimes you're gonna have to talk to one person with two girls. So like, let's say the sorority didn't have enough ladies to talk to a person individually. They'd have to get two people, like me and another girl in my rogam, and have one sorority sister, but that's fine. I think it's easier that way. A lot of people didn't like that, but I felt like, having a second person, just being able to talk, little conversations. The next day, we went to the rest of the houses, same spiel. Second day, you've basically visited all the houses. Like, whoa, you got through it. Next, you have to make your preferences. So you basically, on your phone, you use an app, and you basically rank who are the 9 sororities you want to come back to, who wouldn't you mind coming back to, who you don't want to come back to. So it was very hard for me. I really loved all these ladies, especially since it was the first day. We only got to talk for like 10 minutes since we had to talk to like all these different sororities. So you rank them. They do their ranking however they do it, because I still don't know, and even if I did know, I wouldn't be able to talk about it because list for the next day. The next day you visit 9 out of the 12. I know a lot of people had a hard time on that day, because I know a lot of people who were dropped, and like dropped from a lot of their favorite sororities. One of the girls from my Rogam group, she actually didn't. She thought she did very well, and she really liked certain sororities. And because a certain sorority dropped her, she just stopped going through recruitment. I wouldn't advise that. I feel like you should go through this with an open mind. You should be yourself, because you don't want to end up in a sorority because they probably saw something that you didn't see. Maybe your values didn't line up. Maybe they felt like this wasn't going to be it for you. Maybe they thought you fit into another sororities. So just go in with an open mind. That's what I did. I actually got called back to all my 9 the girls again, and I got, this time instead of 10 minutes, you get more time to talk to them. This is basically the 3rd day, so you had to come up with your own outfit. I basically wore a romper. I was just like, hey, it's me again. And I just fell more in love. But sadly, you have to go from 9 to 6, and then the 3 you wouldn't want to, like, the one you wouldn't mind going back to, it's okay if you got back to, and one that you do not want to go back to. So from 9 to 6, I went, again, more a lot of time, get to talk to them. That day I think I wore, did I say I wore a romper? No, I wore a romper the 3rd day. This day, it was philanthropy day. We got to learn about their philanthropies. We had to dress up a little nicer. So I was wearing a sundress with sandals, and I did my makeup. The first 2 days I didn't do my makeup because you were out there all day, and yeah, that's not good for the skin. I'm not gonna look good anyway if I'm sweating in my makeup. So fast forward from 6 to 3. I had to pick from 3 to 2, and this was more about their, like, not ritual, because ritual is secret, but it was more into their sisterhood. You had to dress up again. I wore a different sundress, did my makeup, nice shoes. Actually, we had to wear heels. And then from 3, it went to 2. So number 1, your number 1 choice, who you want, what you want to do with them. Not really, you just number 1 and number 2. So you basically show up. This is the day you wore this shirt. They didn't give it to you there. You had to pick it up at the student union. They call bid day, which is the day you find out what house you're in. They call it the running of the bulls, because this is the day that you run back home. And if you're in one of the people who didn't have a house, you would just basically run to the house they were borrowing. So basically, the next day, some people got dropped completely. I was terrified for the call from my rogam saying, hey girl, don't come, you don't have a bid. So that didn't happen. I got my bid. I was so scared. um, but I basically went to the student union with shorts and shoes because this is running. You're running from the student union to Greek Street. So I put on my shoes, I was ready, and basically waited outside, when they opened the doors, because it was in the Pegasus Ballroom, so if you go to UCF, you know where this is. You open the doors, and you find your rogam. You found your rogam, she gave you your shirt, and there's 2 cards. One card is from your rogam, because you don't know where she's from. This is the card saying some things that she liked, like some things that she loved about you, and why she appreciated you, and then also what house she was in. I kind of guessed what she was, and then she kind of tricked me a couple times. Girl, I love you, Rudy. That was my rogam. And then the your bid, so where you're going. So we had to sit on this we're sitting on where we were going for a good amount of time. It was stressful. So in comes, they turn off all the music, it gets very serious. You have to get your card and you opened it. And everyone was so excited because of course these are your first and second choices. So everyone's freaking excited. I got my first choice. I was crying. I was having a good time. I was like hugging everyone. We all got our choices. And your house was basically like your sorority was in a section because like active sisters were there. So they like boom, 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 like they're lined up, and you run to them. And I didn't want to open my rogam's card yet because she got to run to like where she was going to as well. Since every sorority was there, she's gonna run home too. I wanted to see that. So my rogam ended up going to AE5, and yeah, I'm finally gonna show you all our little things. The owl. Can you see it? It's a key. The key and the fleur-de-lis are symbols of Kappa Kappa Gamma. So yes, I am a sister of Kappa Kappa Gamma. This was the day I ran home, and it was all, they call it the running of the bulls. So you run home and you find a girl that has your name. So you run home to her. She's your bid day buddy, because this is bid day. Your bid day buddy has your name, and this is what theirs look like this year. KKG, and okay. Bid day is the last day of recruitment. I mean, it's probably the easiest one because you're hanging out with your sorority all day. So my sorority took us to Animal Kingdom. First time I've ever been there. First time I've ever been to a Disney park ever. I did not have to pay for it because the way they work it is that your dues pay for the next year, like for the next girls. So any girls who run home from Kappa, run home to Kappa, I paid for you, girl. Super exciting. Haha. So yeah, we went to Animal Kingdom. My bid date buddy, I have her right here. Her name's Ashlyn. We took some pictures. We had a photo booth set up. So this was my rogam. She gave me this card, and she went home to Alpha Epsilon Phi. Yeah. I love her. Her name was Rudy. Go follow her. Just wanted to say thank you for watching all the way through. My first video, I had a giveaway. So if you watched the whole thing and you commented down below, you would have gotten the thing. But that has been canceled because no one did it. But it's okay. I'm going to extend it to this one, and I'm going to just keep going until maybe I get a little more popular. So it's basically a free movie ticket. Yeah. So I'm going to put the word next.